there's something, one of my recruits in the squadron made a comment, where I brought something up and they made this comment regarding, well, some of their friends, they're not what they would call, pure. Talking in terms of purity and whatnot.
Can't stop the signal now.
So, kind of caught me by surprise a little bit, because I've suspected it for quite some time. It was the first time somebody's actually said it out loud, so to speak. And I'm glad they finally said it, because it confirmed my suspicions. So, well, here's why. I built this channel, Rebel Squadron, a foundation. I raised a hedge of values, principles, morals, rules of decorum, and general behavior. Sounds like a lot, but it's really not, guys. It's actually really easy. No sexual perversion. Don't be disrespectful, mean-spirited. Don't be all condescending. Don't treat other recruits like they're idiots. Stuff like that. Don't treat me like I'm an idiot. Just general rules of decorum, basic rules of decorum, manners. We used to call them manners back in the day, and the manners used to be quite widespread. Nowadays, everything's just out the window. Disrespect is the rule of the day. It's not for the better, guys. It's really not. And that includes the weirdo perverts out there. So when this recruit made that statement, made that comment, like I said, it confirmed a few things for me. I need to, just put it out there so you guys have a better understanding where I'm coming from here. You don't have to be a saint. You don't have to be a perfect human being. I am not a perfect human being. I am not a saint. I've been around for quite some time. I have seen some of the best things in life, and I have seen some of the worst things in life. I have witnessed some of the darkest sides of humanity and reality. There's a period in my life where I was a borderline atheist and whatnot, and I was questioning a whole lot of things. Just walking not a good path, if you know what I mean. I didn't do anything illegal. I didn't cross any lines. But like I said, I witnessed some of the darkest things humanity has to offer. And yeah. But for the grace of God, there go I. If you know what I mean. If it wasn't for the grace of God, that some of the stuff I saw, witnessed other people doing, if it wasn't for the grace of God, that could have been me. Thankfully, the grace of God is a thing. I came back around full circle and everything. Got back into the right path. And things are definitely changing for the better, let's put it that way. So, like I'm trying to say, you don't have to be a saint. I know what life is like. I know how hard it can be. And that's the point of this channel, is to get away from that, from the darkness of life, to get away from the perversion and the degeneration. There are thousands and thousands of channels out there that will just completely dive headfirst into that stuff. If you cannot live without it, there are plenty of channels out there for you to explore. But if you're looking for something different, something better, if you can take all that ugliness, that darkness, leave it at the door when you enlist in the squadron, your private life is your private life. I don't care about your private life. I don't care what you do in your spare time and your privacy. When you're a guest in my house and my channel, all you got to do is behave yourself. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. If you can do that, you're more than welcome to hang out here and be a part of the community. Being a geek, guys, this is one of the things I've been trying to share with you guys. Being a geek is not what most people think it is. Being a geek is being the best version of yourself. Being a geek, back in the day, me and my geek friends, we were pretty mature for our ages. Very intelligent group of guys. We had incredible imaginations. Pop culture back in the day was pretty serious stuff. And that's one of the reasons why it wasn't that popular with the general society, because it was so serious. It asked the deep questions, the big what-if questions. It dived into some very deep subject matter. Most of society just wants to live their life, not think about these things. Being a geek is much deeper than that, much bigger than that. That's why it wasn't so popular. And now somehow being a geek got popular, and the problem is it's an extremely, extremely watered down twisted and perverted version of what it means to be a geek. Yeah. So it's like that. So if you want to find out what it really means to be a geek, if you want to discover the best version of yourself, whatever you got going on in your personal life that does not fit in with the Rebel Squadron standards of decorum, all you have to do is leave them at the door. Learn how to behave yourself. If you're not 100% certain how to do that, that's fine. Just hang out and watch. Watch me. Watch the people in the live chat. The people that hang out in the live chat, by and large, they know the score. They are on the same page I am. Watch how we interact. See, you'll be able to see for yourself what it's like to interact with another human being without the degeneracy, without the perversion, without the disrespect, without the condescension, without the insecurity. All the stuff that I'm talking about, the stuff that's not welcome here, a lot of it's founded in insecurity. People that are insecure, that are lost in that manner, they need to tear other people down in order to make themselves feel good about themselves, to make themselves feel important. Make them feel like they're not down in the gutter where they really are. The good news is that can change. You can change that about yourself. I know, because I've done it. There have been times in life I've been on the perverted side. Not as much as some people, but I've cracked certain jokes and whatnot. I would watch certain things that are not good to watch. Take my word for it. Legal, but not good. Immoral, Yeah. It's about that. I mean, I'm not going to dive down the rabbit hole, but I'm sure you get my drift. Believe me, once that, it's a mindset, It's a mindset. It's a spiritual thing. It's a mindset. Once it gets its hooks in you, it can be very difficult to break that. It's a get free, but trust me, I know. Speaking from experience, guys. Like I said, I'm not saying I don't expect you guys to be saints. Just gotta take those baby steps. And if this channel can be that first baby step, you can take all that, leave it at the door, start off just by hanging out. That's all you gotta do is hang out. You don't even have to say anything in the live chat, just hang out. Watch the other recruits hanging out in the live chat, interacting with me interacting with them, etc., ad nauseum. So you get the hang of it. Because here's the thing, guys. Here's the things. If you don't have an identity without all that weirdo pervert stuff, if you don't have an identity without that degeneracy, I'm telling you this as a friend. You got a problem in your life. There's a problem, guys. It needs to be addressed. It needs to be fixed. I can't fix it for you. There's only one person that can. He's not me. I'm just trying to guide you to that particular destination. You know what I mean? You gotta let it go. And sometimes it takes baby steps. Sometimes it takes time. But enlisting a Rebel Squadron can be your first step. Like I said, you ain't gotta be a saint. You ain't gotta be perfect. You just gotta have the willingness, the mental fortitude, the drive, the ambition, the passion to leave all that at the door, even if it's just for a little while. And you go back to your life, go back to your struggles. I deal with stuff outside the stream, outside the channel, every single day. Every single day. And I will tell you this, it does get easier over time. The more you fight it, the more you overcome it. It was just little victories, one little victory at a time, one little incremental bit of improvement at a time. You keep up, you keep going with it, you keep at it. Those little victories over time will eventually add up to a rather large victory. And then another one, and they just start piling on top of each other. Trust me, guys, it does get better. You just gotta hang in there. You gotta believe in yourself. I believe in you. If I can get through the things I've been through, there's hope for you. I want people to hang out. I want people to enjoy the channel. I want people to enjoy the content. You just have to understand, guys, that I have standards. I have set a hedge around Rebel Squadron. I will not sacrifice it for anything. I will not allow anybody to force anything through that hedge that I don't want here, that does not belong here. I'm not like these other channels, guys. I'm really not. That much has been proven at this point. I want you guys to come along for the ride because we can have so much fun. I have so much fun, dude. Because there's something people just don't understand about geekdom. Geekdom at large, especially using comic books as the best example I can. Back in the day, 1930s, 40s, 50s, etc. There's going to be some people that are not going to like what I'm about to say. But you know what? Tough. I'm going to say it anyways. Why? Because it's the truth. There is no such thing as my truth. There's no such thing as your truth. There's only one, the truth. We live in reality. And there are laws and rules to this reality. Anybody says otherwise is off the rails, cuckoo crazy. And they need to be, given a reservation, a really comfy padded room with a really nice tight fitting jacket. If you know what I mean? Just spitting facts here. Back in the day, geekdom. Geekdom was born in the modern sense. I hate to break it to some of you guys, but geekdom was founded a very moral foundation. I'm going to explain where that moral foundation comes from. Some of you aren't going to believe it. It came from the Bible, guys. Being a geek is built on Christ-like values and principles. Being a geek is about doing the right thing. It's about fighting back against evil. It's about fighting back against wrongdoing. It's about facing overwhelming odds for the greater good. To risk self-sacrifice. To push back the darkness so the light can shine brighter than ever. That's what it means to be a geek. That's where geekdom came from. If you don't believe me, do your history. Research the history of geekdom if you can find it. Google's been erasing stuff. Even Brave, like I use Brave and I do a search. Now, a lot of times I only get one page of results. It's absolutely insane. This is unbelievable where we're at. That's where we're at. If you can, take a look. Do you know how many characters, heroes, and villains are based on just biblical principles and whatnot? Some of them, they're Samson. Samson's straight out of the Bible. Stuff like that, you know? And yeah, I hate to break it to you guys. It's the truth. Geekdom is founded on biblical principles, on Christ-like values. Period. End of story. Full stop. And it's way past time we get back to that. Geekdom is just devolved, slid into the gutter, degenerated into just something I just don't recognize anymore. It's time to fix that. So if you want to be a part of that, this is the place to be. If you don't feel like you fit in here, at least not yet, no, all you gotta do is take all that stuff, all that junk, like I said before, just leave it at the door. Just hang out, observe, watch. I mean, that's what I'm here. I'm here to entertain you guys, not the other way around. So if you just want to hang out and watch and be entertained and whatnot, and experience what it really means to be a geek, so you can have a better idea of how to get to that point, more than welcome to. You ain't gotta be perfect, you ain't gotta be a saint. It's as simple as that.
Can't stop the signal now.